Well, hello everyone. I wanted to do this video just to give you kind of an overall view of what we're going to be doing in English 3360 here for summer session 2. When you go into Blackboard, you will see something similar to this. Yours will look a little bit different. Mine has a whole bunch more stuff than yours does, but you will see. You should, if you don't end up on this Start Here page, go ahead and click the Start Here link, and this gives you some basic information about kind of how Blackboard works and how the online stuff works. So you can come here to get some good overall information. So you can start there. Then you'll have the syllabus link, and you can click on that link, and that will open up the syllabus for you. Now the schedule is going to be the main thing for the course. When I do my courses, I always try to, keep it simple and have it be pretty consistent as to where you go and how you look for things. So basically the schedule, I've set it out to where we've got the week, each week, and then the final. So you open up a week and you will see each day what we're going to be doing, and you can see I'm still kind of working on some of the details on some of this. I'll have important notes usually for each week, extra things. These are just other information I have that I'll share with you. So if you follow day by day, you should be okay. Now, as you can see, go back to the schedule page. The work is due by midnight on the date posted unless otherwise noted. So every day, Monday through Thursday, you will need to check and go in and look and see what's due on that day, and always be looking a little bit ahead because this is only a 5-week session, and we move really fast. Now, when I say due by midnight, it's you would go into Blackboard to turn in your work. Most of it will turn in here in the discussion forum, and as you can see, I've got a couple of things here. So like the second posting for July 3rd, you would click on that, and that's where you would post your work. And the work is due by midnight of the day it's on the schedule, so whatever's listed for July 3rd would be due at midnight on July 3rd. Now, if you go a little bit past midnight, or if you're one of these late night people and you start working at midnight and you get it in there by, 4 or 5 in the morning, it doesn't cut you off. My general rule is I don't take late work, so you don't need to be sending me excuses or doctor's notes or anything like that. And really, in a short 5-week course like this, you really can't afford to miss or get behind, because that's the most important thing. We got a lot to do, and we'll move through it really fast. Now, if you look back at the schedule, everything that we do, all of the reading that we'll do, the practice work that we do, the main project that you have that we'll work on is, let me show you that folder. I've got the big projects that we'll do in folders, the genre teaching project, but all this reading and daily work and all the discussion and other things that I'll have you work on, that will be, a lot of that will be stuff you're doing for the genre teaching project. So you'll be building that as you go. Here's kind of like some more detail on it. I'm still kind of cleaning that up, but you can see how that works. So you have to stay on track and not get behind. We'll also be doing things like, this is about, we're talking about writing and what writers do and how to teach writing. So we will practice, responding to other writers. So, you'll need to turn in work drafts by certain days, and then that gives other people an opportunity to respond and then get that work back to you in a timely manner. So it's very important that you just stay on track and not get behind. It's not just a matter of when things are due or if it's late after midnight or whatever. It's you've got to keep up with the work. So that's kind of how that's laid out. In addition to the genre teaching project, we'll be doing an interview with a teacher and an interview with a student. So you'll want to, and that's what I mean by look ahead. Those things aren't due in week one, but you have to start thinking about, setting that up and who you're going to talk to, because we just don't have as much time for that. So be thinking about those things. Now, let me just say something about updates. This is in the discussion forum, and updates is where I will post information, as people have questions, or as I, see where I can provide more information to you. I will post in the updates forum. You should look at this every day, Monday through Thursday. And you should, know what's going on there, because you're responsible. That's where you need to look for, the information that I'll be giving you. Now, another thing with the updates is you should post something in the updates at least once a week. And I kind of explained that here, but I mean, it can be something as simple as you respond to something I posted, or something someone else posted, or maybe you just want to post something, kind of tell us a little bit about your week. Even it can be pretty much anything. But the idea here is we want to hear from you. That counts as part of your participation grade. So, we only have 5 weeks, so it's not a hard thing for you to do. But more important is, it's not so much just, oh, you've got to post, but, use this. I mean, think about this as if we were in class face to face. People would ask questions, people would respond to each other. So this is what that is supposed to be intended for. Now, in thinking a little bit more too about, this is an online class, but the time we spend in learning, the concept of doing online is, if we were face to face in a regular face to face class, we would be in class together 2 hours. Monday through Thursday. Well, that's, 2 hours a day in class, plus whatever you have that you would do for homework on that day. So, as you're working through this information and the activities and the reading and all that, you want to take that into consideration. So, you're going to want to give yourself several hours a day, if not more. And, some days there'll be a little bit more than others, but to, work on the class, because it is summer and we've, condensed things a little bit more. Let's see what else. The schedule, the syllabus, and the discussion forum are the main things you need to worry about here. And that's most of what you'll see here when you look at your blue bar. There are help and resources things down here that I would encourage you to use. And then, of course, the grade center. You'll want to keep up with, that's where you can see, that you get credit for your work and what your grade's looking like. So, anyway, that's kind of the basic layout of the class. As we work through the 5 weeks of the class, each week you should look at, what's in each folder. Whatever you do, don't go in here the first day or the second day or whatever and make hard copies of all this stuff. Because what will happen, and one of the really neat things about working online is, say we get to week 2 when, some people have some questions, or I think of something that might be useful or helpful, I'll continue to kind of tweak and update what we're doing, as I kind of see how people are working through things, where their strengths are, where they need more information, less information. We'll do a little bit of adjusting. So right now I've got kind of, it's pretty much a lot of what we're going to do is there, but there will be some, some tweaking. So you want to each week, look at these and then, see what each day, what's required. So keep reviewing that, and please always post questions in the update forum. And then always be looking ahead, when you get to week 2, be looking ahead to what's in week 3, because there's just not a lot of time, and we'll move pretty quickly. And in the update forums, I'll post things, kind of review and kind of help you with some reminders. But by and large, you're going to want to keep up with the stuff and not get behind. So anyway, that's just kind of the basic layout overview, and I hope you enjoy the course. What I find is we talk about writing in ways that maybe you hadn't experienced or hadn't talked about, writing in those ways in other classes or other experiences you've had. But, the idea is just to, prepare you and give you some ideas about, using writing as a learning activity, and then helping students, the writers you work with, the students you work with. We will call them writers because that's what they are. And, ways that we can engage as writers, and ways we can encourage writers, and, provide, respond to writing, and just help all of us as writers to continue to advance, our skills in those areas. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Please, post your questions. Don't hesitate to ask. I'd rather you ask and let me know, and I'm more than happy to respond and provide, extra help, extra detailed information. If something seems like it's not working, not making sense, we can find ways to make that work better. So, just let me know. And you can, let's see, the email here is where you could email me, if you have individual questions, specific just to you, something not about, how the assignments work, or, general questions. Those would go in the updates. But if you needed to contact me regarding yourself, something, that would be just about you specifically, then you can email me. So that's what you would use the email link for. Okay, so anyway, and if you can't figure something out with Blackboard or the online stuff, don't worry about that. We'll help you with that too, and we'll make sure that you any snags or whatever you run into, we'll help you with that. So anyway, I know we're starting this Monday, July 3rd, and then we have July 4th holiday. So if your brain's not working very well on Monday, I certainly understand that. Mine's kind of a little slow getting going too, but for sure, get going and keep up, and make sure you check and keep up with everything, because that's really, really important for us. Okay, hope you enjoy, and I look forward to hearing from you guys and learning more about you, and seeing all the great work you're going to do. So I will check with you later.